Hey guys, so I wanted to do a little cooking video tonight. Daniel's working late, so he's not going to be on this video to try it. I'm sorry to break your hearts. He doesn't really like salmon or asparagus anyway, which is what I'm making. So, yeah, it's for me. I have enough. I think that I'll have enough for a meal tomorrow too. And let's get started. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is actually trim down the asparagus a little bit. I've got the oven, doing a preheat of 400. I'm going to spray my pan with some coconut oil spray. And then as far as the asparagus goes, I'm just going to cut the stem down a little bit. So I'll probably start from the top. Oops, maybe not. The reason why, at least especially on the big ones, with my pouch, so I had gastric bypass surgery in 2012. The fibrous vegetables sometimes give me a little bit of grief, but I enjoy them. So these large stemmy ones, I'm just gonna kind of cut down a little bit. Be really careful doing this, of course. And there might be a better way to do this. I'm just gonna do it this way. You know, again, this is more than obviously just one serving. I think these small ones will be fine, but definitely these bigger ones I want to cut in half. Well, and I do want to clarify when I say the fibrous vegetables give me problems. If I don't chew my food well enough, I get what's called foamies, and basically it's just kind of how it sounds. My it sounds really gross, but I get this kind of foamy stuff in the back of my throat, and I feel discomfort, and I think it's because my pouch just isn't processing the fibrous vegetables. So all right, here is this. I'm going to go ahead and season with some olive oil and garlic salt and some pepper. I might actually put some Parmesan cheese on this too. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to roll these around and all the goodies. I kind of wish Daniel was here to at least try this, but maybe he can try the leftovers. I'm not sure. So I'm just trying to get it in an even layer. And then I'm going to pop this in the oven at 400. Let it get started with the roasting process while I get the salmon ready. And I'll be right back. Okay, so the salmon, I'm just going to cook in a foil packet. Now, right off, this is right, you have to be careful with salmon. There's a bone right there. Hope you can see that. So I'm just going to try to pull that out. We don't want to be eating that. There's a tiny one right there. So basically what I'm going to do is just use my hands to try to feel for any other bones. Okay. Don't feel any others. Now this has the skin on it, which I wasn't really expecting. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook it with the skin. I think that will be fine. Okay, so I'm going to season it with this True Lime seasoning. I've talked about this in other videos. If you go to a website called truelemon.com, you will find a link to this. I'm gonna season it liberally. It's got a skin side, so I'm not going to do the other side. This is just mineral salt. And then this is just black pepper. I keep meaning to get a pepper grinder and I keep forgetting. So next up, I'm gonna put a little bit of butter on that. I've also decided I'm gonna put a few lime slices on there, just for some added flavor. I was at the store and I was going to buy some cilantro and completely forgot. So then we're just gonna fold this up. Okay. I'm gonna put these two pieces together. So it creates a good seal. And I'm gonna fold up the ends. All right, so our foil packet is done. The asparagus hasn't been in there that long. This is only gonna take about 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm gonna hold off putting this in, give the asparagus a good head start. Probably put the asparagus in there for 20 minutes and then add the salmon. So I'll show you when it's all done. Hey guys, so I don't feel like adjusting my camera, but I wanted to show you what these look like. So I'm just going to kind of zhuzh them around the pan. They cooked faster than I thought they would, so this has been in there about 12 minutes. It was on the very bottom rack, so I'm going to put this back in for another 10 minutes while the salmon is cooking. I went ahead and put that in there now. Okay guys, so my battery's almost dead, so we'll see if I can get this filmed before it dies. Here is how the asparagus turned out. It cooked down quite a bit, but I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the salmon and take a look. I cooked it for about 12 minutes. And don't tell Daniel, but I'm just using my hands. Okay, so I'm gonna check the doneness. And you want it to flake. Yep, not done at all. So I'm gonna put it back in. I think I'm actually going to leave the top open. And put it on a pan here. Okay, so I'm going to put it back in. And we'll check it again in about 10 more minutes. Okay guys, so I went ahead and added some butter to the top of the pan. I'd forgotten to do that. It took, let's see, so here it is all done. You can see in the middle it's flaky. It's very hot, so I'm going to let it sit for a little while before I eat into it. But yeah, so I think total it took about 25 minutes. This is kind of a thicker piece. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to try it on camera or not. It is steaming hot, so normally I would wait, but I'm going to try blowing on it because I want to try it for you guys so that I can eat it, let it rest and eat it. So, and my battery's about to die, so we'll see. So it's nice and buttery, and I've got a little bit of the lime flavor there. And yeah, it's pretty basic. I just put salt, pepper. Well, you saw the seasonings, but I could probably use a little bit more salt. But yeah, let me know if you try this recipe, and yeah, have a good night. Bye.